Hey, what's going on YouTube? Today in this how-to video, I'm going to show you how to turn a StreamLabs alert that looks like this into something that looks like this. So stick around. Let's make it happen. So we're here on a basic screen of OBS, and just imagine this is your game background or whatever, and you want to make a display alerts from, say, Facebook or Twitch or all of the above. You can do as many as you want inside of StreamLabs, as long as you have those connections set up inside of StreamLabs. So what I mean by that is if you've logged into StreamLabs and then go to Alert Box on the left-hand side, and this is your default once you get here. So, but you can change it where it says right here, Facebook. I can choose the Twitch settings. I can choose the YouTube settings. I think it's only showing these three because I have those three platforms connected to my StreamLabs account. All right, so anyway, what I wanted to show you is the custom alert I have set up. And let's see, I can move it over here. And so, for instance, if you click test like, it'll show up in this little browser window. And this is how I have it set up. So if you can see, this is a movie, a WebM movie background image. And if you just choose the default, I'll show you one I don't have set up. So for instance, a donation I haven't converted yet over to my my custom alert, or whatever you want to call it. So anyway, a donation looks like this in my browser alert, and you can see it's kind of ugly. I know the background's green, but that's not visible in my stream, the color of the background. You don't have to just choose their settings here. So you can choose a setting where the image is on the left side of your text. You can choose a setting where there is no image and it's just text, or you can choose it where there's an image and then above the text. And so I didn't like any of them. And the layout that I'm using, I can't make it look like those. All right, so the way you fix that is inside of here you have where it says image. You have to use one of these two, the left or the right, one with the image or whichever. You can choose one of their crappy images, or so I've uploaded some that came with my transition layout, and these are the ones I want to use. Do a test like. Here is my background image. But if you just choose a different image, you're going to end up with text that's nowhere near on top of this background image. And so the way to fix that is to upload whatever image you want here. And then you may have to adjust the text a little bit, because you may not, like for instance, this one has on it, has like on it, so new like. So I don't need to say blah blah liked anything. I can just do that, but you may want to change it. So here's the likes setting. I have it so it's just got their name, but by default it'll say so and so has liked the stream or liked something. And so I just erased everything but the variable here, which is the one in curly braces, and so that it'll fit nicely. And while you're testing this, you'll have to set your alert duration. I set it all the way up and then save your settings. Okay. And then, so once you've uploaded your image, you have your image picked that you want your text on top of. And that's the whole point to this, is to put text on top of a background image. Then we have all that ready to go. then you need to enable custom CSS, HTML and CSS. So by default, it'll be disabled. So once you enable it, you'll get these boxes here. And what I had to do was, I can show you on the donation one. Sorry, keep hitting the test by default. So you have to enable it. And when you do, then you'll get these boxes, right? And so on your HTML one, it'll have image in it. So just copy or cut all of this out and then put it at the very bottom. So I just cut it and then pasted it at the bottom. Okay, and once you've done that, go over to the CSS tab, and then I'll have all this in the description of the video so you can reference it. But you want your image to be on the bottom of the stack. So Z-index tells it what layer you want this to be at. And so set the alert image one to a Z-index of 0. Change your alert text one position to absolute. And then up here where it's got alert text and this long string of stuff for the text shadow, just go to the end of it, hit enter, and then type top, and just and then this is where you're going to have to play around, because I have no idea where your text will be on the screen. You will have to change that, but these are numeric values. So try it first at, let's just say 100, and then px for pixels. And you may have to change the left side as well. And I'll just set that to 250 pixels. And we'll try both of them at 250 just to see where it will show up. Okay, and then the image, I want to choose a different image for this one. We'll choose follows. I'm not going to use this. It's disabled anyway, so, and I'm going to turn off the audio file because it's goofy. And do these, make sure that you choose this layout. Otherwise your image will be shrunk to be in this size. So that's one issue. All right, so again, you want to cut your image piece out and put it at the bottom. It just reverses this. So it puts your text on top, right? And then you go to CSS, and we may need to remove some of the image stuff I just did. So let me set that back to 0, save it. All right, now it looks right. And we need our font size up to about 50. Okay, so we're getting there. All right, let's see, let's make our window small again. And we wanted it up here. So if we do another test. All right. And I wanted mine at the top like this. Okay. And so we're getting there. It's pretty close. Now just some final adjustments here. Let's see if I move it down, this will work a little better. There we go. All right, so our left side of our text is too large. So let's go back to 250. This is what I had it set at originally. All right, so another test. Boom, look at there. John with $36 as a new donation. And for this one, you might want it to say with a blah blah donation. You have to remember the donation word will be in our image, or it should be. If I use this correctly, it would say new subscriber, new donation. And see where it didn't put a in there? Sometimes you have to save it a few times before it gets your changes out. And now it says John with a $45 new, and then it would say donation here if I use the correct image. I'm just doing this as an example. Okay, so that's about it. Let me know in the comments what you think. You can do this with any image. You'll just have to change this position of your text where you want it on top of the image. I just happen to choose an animated image. You could have a static image or a regular, fixed image. It doesn't animate, in other words. This one just happens to animate. It came with my layout, so I wanted to use that, but I couldn't figure out how to get the text on top of it until I saw that you could do custom HTML and CSS within your StreamLabs alert box. So that's pretty cool. Thanks for sticking around for another how-to video. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already.